Hello and welcome to Hitching the Trailer. My name's Greg, and with me as always is the lead driver of my team, Nicole.
Good one. Hiya.
Today we're doing F1, the movie coming out starring Brad Pitt and some other people. So, you ready to pod, babe?
You ready to cast, babe?
Let's go. All right, you want to hit us with the blurb of this movie?
The IMDb blurb. A Formula One driver comes out of retirement to mentor and team with a young driver. Well, that's pretty short and sweet.
Cut and dry. So, I want to start here.
Please start somewhere.
Why are they trying to push F1 on us? Like, I feel
Okay.
I feel like they tried to do with soccer in the past. America is never going to love Formula One.
Okay.
It's been a European mainstay forever.
Okay.
They gave us that reality show, which turned some people onto it. The
reality show?
Drive to Survive, the one on Netflix.
Skip that one.
Well, that was an F1 one. That was the one. That was the first one, and then from there they did the Full Swing, and then they did
love that one.
Quarterbacks, and then they did the receivers, then they did the basketball one. But it started with F1 because everybody loved it.
Yeah.
But in America, not even everybody loves NASCAR.
Okay. Yeah. Well, yeah, I don't get it. I don't get the differences of the cars. I know they're physical differences or whatever. Right. I know there are people probably being like, "What do you mean you don't get the difference?"
No, I know people love. If you like it, you love it. You know, I got into it during the pandemic because it was the only thing I could bet on.
I don't remember that.
You don't? NASCAR? Not F1. NASCAR.
Oh.
Remember?
NASCAR. I don't, honestly. I'd love to be like, yes, I 100% remember
it was one of the only
NASCAR
It was one of the only live sports going on during the pandemic.
Okay.
One of the
Please
only
don't talk about that.
Okay. But I'm just saying, that got... But still, I'll pop it on here and there, but I'm not religious with it anymore.
Some of my questions were just about F1. So was F1... Am I supposed to say F1 or is it Formula One?
Well,
with it, I don't know if it's disrespectful.
The name of the movie's F1.
I know.
So.
Was Formula One what Jean Girard drove before he drove NASCAR in Talladega Nights?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So there's a difference between NASCAR and Formula One. Like one's European, one's American. One's a real car. Versus a
they're just
Lego car? Like, what's the difference?
They're just different cars. So, Formula One was Ford versus Ferrari. That was Formula One.
The movie, you mean?
Yes.
Was it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
They weren't driving like Ferraris?
Yes.
Or Fords?
Yes.
So
But
they were driving those cars with the wings?
Yes, they built them. It's about who built them. Look it up. Because I know... I don't know everything about Formula One, but it's mosty...
You don't know anything about Formula One.
I know a little bit. Very
what do you
little.
know?
I know it's mostly
How far
European
is it?
cars. No idea.
Okay.
But I'm saying it's like...
You're taking...
Ferrari, Lamborghini. Look it up. Look up what cars are in... Because there's only certain cars that drive Formula One. Just like in NASCAR, it's like Dodge, Chevy, Ford. I'm blanking on the fourth one.
Saturn Ions.
Those Saturn Ions, let me tell you. I just got rid of mine. And
they're single seat, open cockpit, open wheel. I don't even know what that means. Racing cars with substantial front and rear wings. Oh, I knew wings. That was good. Large wheels and turbocharged engine positioned behind the driver. So I guess instead of in front of. Right.
So what are the makes?
Ferrari, Mercedes, Red Bull, and more. McLaren, Aston Martin, Williams.
That's what I mean. Like, those are...
Okay, so this was the other thing I wanted to know.
Mainly for
this is where I wish we could be like, call 1-800 Hitch in the Trailer. I want to know, what did teams mean? Like, what's the... Like, so they're having the movie, the plot of the movie, very cut and dry. Old driver, help young driver. But it looks like they're driving at the same time
They
in
are.
the trailer. So are they on a team together?
So what happens is they can compete, but basically they want to help each other, like block the other people from getting in.
But so they're not going to finish 1 and 2.
They could.
But how?
Because if one guy gets
So they're shake and bake. They're gonna shake and bake.
Exactly.
It all comes back.
Exactly.
To Talladega Nights.
Yeah. I mean, they can both, one will sprint, like he gives them the, what is it called? The slingshot. Mm-hmm. Slingshot into first place, and Cal comes in second in Talladega Nights.
So, okay, it looks like what I'm looking at right now in the Formula1.com is that it's 2 people. It seems like there's 2 people for each team. Yeah. I don't know if it's okay. So this is what it says.
I also believe it's road races, not tracks. Like
so
they go.
They
through
look
the
like they were
streets.
on a track.
They go through the.
But isn't that like Monte Carlo? Isn't that?
I think that's Formula 1. Look it up. We know nothing.
You're telling me to look up things. I don't. What do I even look up?
What is the Monte Carlo?
What is the Monte Carlo? I don't think that's right.
Monte Carlo race. Whatever, you know. But, okay, getting back to my original point about Formula 1, didn't they just have a movie with Adam Driver where he was a Formula 1
Monaco.
Monaco. And it's a street race, right? For Formula 1?
Monaco Grand Prix is a Formula 1 motor racing event held annually in the Circuit de Monaco in late May or early June. It says it's going to be May 25th this year. So write that down, everybody. Run since 1929, it's widely considered to be one of the most important and prestigious automobile races in the world, and is one of the races along with the Indianapolis 500 and the 24 Hours of Le Mans that form the Triple Crown of motorsport. They have a Triple Crown? Who knew?
Well, Le Mans was... Isn't that
what did I say?
Le Mans. Le Mans.
Sorry. Le Mans. You know.
The Mans.
You know where I'm from.
Wasn't that what Ford and Ferrari? Ford versus Ferrari.
I'll have to go back and look at that. It is the only Grand Prix that does not adhere to the Formula... I guess it's F1A's mandated 305 kilometer, 190 mile minimum race distance, so it must be shorter.
Mm-hmm. You know what Monaco was? What's that? Iron Man 2? Remember he was racing?
That's exactly. Yeah, I was thinking of that too.
What's his name came out and
just staring at each
other. The guy.
Stop talking,
the guy
and I'll
from the
figure
wrestler.
it. Stop.
Mickey Rourke.
God damn! Why
See,
couldn't you?
I just have to say other things,
and then get there. I would have gotten there. Had you just stop for a second? But yes, so.
And that was a street race because
it's supposed to be an exceptional location of glamour and prestige, which obviously we saw in that. Okay, so you're obsessed with Ford vs. Ferrari, which I really like that movie, but I don't remember it being Formula 1.
I'm 90% sure it was.
And what happens if you're wrong?
I lose again, as I always do on this pod.
American car designer Carroll Shelby and driver Ken Mills battle corporate interference and the laws of physics to build a revolutionary race car for Ford in order to defeat Ferrari at the 24-hour of Le Mans in 1966. Yep. Okay.
Yeah, because that was based on a true story. Now, you're saying this F1 one is not based on
this is not, yeah, no. You said it was based on a true story, and I was like, no, it's not.
But was I'm almost positive Adam Driver just came out with a F1 movie too.
Okay, let's see.
I think it was just called Ferrari.
I think he played Ferrari. Yeah, he played Enzo Ferrari. Set in the summer of 1957, Enzo Ferrari's auto empire in crisis, the ex-racer turned entrepreneur pushes himself and his drivers to the edge as they launch the Mille Miglia, a treacherous 1,000-mile race across Italy. That was just the movie Ferrari. It didn't seem to have... They were in... Really...
Yeah, I know.
Very disappointing.
Yeah, it didn't do well.
This felt sadly dreadful to me for the most part, is what somebody wrote. Could have been a lot better. This movie has serious flaws. Ironically slow, given the subject matter.
But, again, it's more F1... Like, basically, they're F1 cars.
Why is he doing, like, movies where he's doing Italian accents? Because he did Gucci. How's the Gucci, too? I didn't really feel like that was his strong suit, so that's interesting.
No, he's not. He's about as good at accents as I am.
So Ricky Bobby, so Talladega Nights is NASCAR,
yes.
which is like Indy 500, right? No?
Indy 500 is not NASCAR. Daytona 500 is NASCAR.
What's Indy 500? Formula One?
Formula One.
God, this is confusing.
That's like the only one that gets good ratings in America, because the rest of them are on at weird times. It's the same thing with soccer. Like there's a lot of soccer fans in America.
Are there?
But they don't get good ratings because the games are on at weird times. And you're calling
it soccer.
Football.
Oh yeah, that's it.
That was my Italian accent.
Was it?
For Adam Driver. If you need points, tips, Adam, give me a call. You can find me on Instagram.
Okay, so this is the other thing. Okay, Formula One driver comes out of retirement. Brad Pitt is currently... How old? He was born in 1963.
Go ahead.
No.
You'll get to 62.
Okay, thank you. God damn, he's 62.
Or 61, about to be 62, depending on when.
December 18th, 63?
Yeah, 61.
Man, that man.
There you go.
That man.
Keep it in your pants, lady.
No, not for him. And you can't even keep it in your pants for him, please. Please.
We'll get to it later, but spoiler alert.
He's hot.
The only reason this movie looks good to me is because he's in it.
Because he looks so good, is what you're saying?
No, because I like his movies.
All of his movies?
I would say 75 to 80%.
Who
Legends of the Fall, not for me.
Did Brad Pitt on Saturday Night Live with the Taron Killam?
Oh, yeah.
His Brad Pitt was so good.
Yeah, like what Brad Pitt movie don't you like?
I wouldn't say that there's a lot of Brad Pitt movies I don't like. Maybe when he does the Jamaican accent in Meet Joe Black.
I guess. But that movie, well, it was kind of like a weird movie.
Yeah, like he was...
Still entertaining, just long.
Him doing an Irish accent's also not... Him doing accents is really not my favorite. Benjamin Button I did not love. Not even a little bit. But, like, also just to see a baby with a very large old person head is very weird. Like, there's just something about it.
It immediately makes me think of the SNL sketch with Will Ferrell, where Charlie Sheen's the doctor. He's like, "Ma'am, you gave birth to what we in the industry call as a 35-year-old dude." And she gives birth, and Will Ferrell comes out. He's got full beard. And he's like, "It was hot in there." Yeah.
Okay, who else? Javier Bardem is in this movie, who I like.
But you didn't. I believe we talked about this on the pod. Was he in a different movie we recently did?
I don't think so.
Because weren't we talking about No Country for Old Men?
You love that movie.
I do,
and so I feel like you talk about it a lot. I feel like maybe I just didn't get it. Like maybe it just wasn't for me, kind of thing. Like. But I think he's a great actor. I was obsessed with the Menendez Brothers series on Netflix.
He was the dad, right?
And yes.
Yeah, he was
and good. He was such a bastard in it. Like, he was such... and I feel like that series kind of changed people's minds a lot on the Menendez brothers, and... Obviously, a lot of people got involved in, like, trying to get them out of jail. Right. Kim Kardashian was trying to help them, whatever. But honestly and truly, like, he's such a good actor. Like,
he was in, are you on his page right now?
What do you need?
What was the movie with, they were, like, agents down in, like, Mexico. They had a sequel too that we didn't watch, but we liked that movie.
With him and hold on one second.
I think was that Josh Brolin too?
And Emily Blunt.
Yes.
Yeah, hold on one second. Which one was that?
That movie was good.
Well, he was good in Pirates of the Caribbean too.
No, you are Pirates of the Caribbean stan.
I liked it. don't see that. Maybe it wasn't him.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't him because I'm terrible at that.
I knew who you were. I knew what you were talking about.
What's the name of the movie, though?
He played Pablo Escobar in a movie with him and...
There's probably people yelling at their iPhones right now, being like, with the name of the movie.
Okay.
You going Emily Blunt?
Yeah. Could you just tell that by the way I was like typing? That's crazy. What year was it?
Well, there was
Sicario?
Sicario. There it is.
And you were thinking of, now as soon as I read it, it's Benicio del Toro.
Right.
Terrible. Apologies. Getting those two amazing actors confused.
Well, they're both really good.
Yeah, but I think they're completely from two different countries, and that just makes me feel like...
Who said anything about what countries they
One's from Puerto Rico, and the other one is from...
Spain. Scroll.
Yeah, Spain. Good job. Phew. You knew the Spaniard accent of his.
Yeah.
There's a movie he actually did years and years ago that I always wanted to see that I didn't. And it was...
Javier Bardem?
Yeah. Well, I don't know what you just said, but Javier Bardem, yeah. Vicky Cristina Barcelona. Did you ever see that one?
Wasn't Colin Jost's wife in that?
Oh, how dare you?
I can't think of her name.
Put some respect on Scarlett Johansson's name right
ScarJo.
there.
There you go.
Yeah. I always wanted to see that. I heard it's like a little...
Is it a musical?
It's a steamy romance. No.
Oh. Sounds like
but I think they like have a threesome with him.
The name of it just sounds like it should be...
I could see why you'd say that. But I think they... You're okay.
Dropped it right on my leg. Dropped your phone on my leg.
Thank you for specifying. So I didn't
think
I dropped
didn't know why.
An anvil from Acme on your leg.
Well, earlier today you did draw an outline of a train of a... I don't know.
Okay.
You know what I'm trying to get at.
I don't, but anyway.
Well, the Roadrunner used to draw the hole to the tunnel, and then the coyote would run into it.
Okay.
All right, so that's your favorite. What's your favorite Bardem movie?
Favorite? Mm-hmm. Movie? I don't know if I have a favorite
Just
movie.
The Menendez brothers.
I really liked him in the Menendez brothers. That's, yeah, obviously, yours is Old Country for No Men. Or No Country,
No Country for Old
Men. That's a terrible title for a movie. What does it even mean?
I don't know.
Right? Explain it to me.
It means
no country for old men, so old men only. Young men can have a country. Yeah. There's no country left for anybody.
Nobody lives long enough in the
old
South.
Country for no men makes more sense.
Nobody lives long enough in the South to lay claim to it.
Okay, Old Country for no men makes more sense. I'm just saying. Honestly, change that.
Yeah, they'll go back 20 years ago.
I did just see in his IMDb in the future coming up. They're going... We just talked about it last pod. We just talked about Robert De Niro a ton, obviously, in the Alto Kings. Looks like they're going to be remaking Cape Fear, which I thought they already did.
No, I didn't think they did that.
But it's in his upcoming.
That's weird.
Unless it's a completely different movie called Cape Fear.
No, because that was a book.
A happily married couple faces a growing threat when a notorious killer from their past... Max Cady is released from prison and seeks revenge. So
who's going to be the Robert De Niro part?
Which one was Robert De Niro?
He was Max Cady.
Javier Bardem.
That's weird.
Married couple, Amy Adams and Patrick Wilson.
Okay.
Amy Adams needs something good.
Who was it?
Whatever she just recently did was not it. Kevin Bacon. Right?
No.
What other river movie did they make?
Yeah, that was. I think that was a Massachusetts one. That was
what the heck does that mean?
Tim Robbins.
Massachusetts.
Tim Robbins, right?
No,
that was
Greg,
Sean Penn.
Stop right now. Tim Robbins was also. Stop. Just stop. What is happening to you?
Christopher Robbins?
You're upset.
Am I wrong?
What? With Winnie the Pooh? You're upsetting. You're thinking of Mystic River.
Yeah, Mystic River.
What you're thinking
You said
of.
River movie.
Okay, but that's not really... I mean, I guess, yes, technically. But I was thinking of a, 80s movie.
River Wild.
What happened in that one?
I don't know, but Kevin Bacon's in it.
Okay.
Stamp it.
Stamp it. What does that mean?
That means he's definitely in it, but I don't know. I never saw it, so I just remember that.
The River Wild.
That's what I just said.
Rafting expert Gail takes on a pair of armed killers while spectacularly
On a raft. All they got to do is shoot the raft, and he sinks.
Crazy. Rafting expert Gail, Meryl Streep. Goddamn, what the hell? What hasn't this woman done? It's insane. She is. Something just came out saying that her and
Marshall
are officially dating, which makes my heart so
officially
happy. So happy. They're now my second favorite Hollywood couple.
behind
Do you have to ask?
Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift.
What? Who are you talking to? Do you have a Gen Z girlfriend that I can't see?
Zendaya.
No. What? Okay.
And
Okay.
Your other guy.
You don't. I do love Tom Holland and Zendaya. No.
Okay.
No. There is only one.
Okay.
True couple.
Who
are they?
They're not Hollywood anymore.
They are Hollywood.
Goldie
Who are
Hawn
they?
and Kurt Russell.
They're number one. They're the only ones.
they're-
My true mom and dad. I'm waiting for them to come back for me. To tell me they forgot about me.
So back to the original point that I can't think of the guy's name from Cape Fear. It was he definitely had a mugshot at some point.
Oh my God, Greg. Nick Nolte.
Nick Nolte. Told you, he had a
Definitely
famous.
had a mugshot.
Yeah, he had a famous mugshot.
Do you have a mugshot?
No, I don't. Maybe.
That makes one of us.
I might. I don't know.
I have a mugshot, and I'll tell you my arrest story real
You're
quick.
a mugshouty.
My mugshot. I got arrested yes, I technically only got arrested one time in my life. And I got arrested. I don't think we were married yet.
No, we weren't married. We were dating. Okay. Yeah,
we might have been engaged.
Maybe.
No. Yeah. Yes, we were. Because I remember freaking out that they took my engagement ring when they did the whole intake for me. And the worst part about it, not them taking my engagement ring, but at the time my hair was very short and very blonde. And I had a little teeny tiny rubber band where my hair was styled because I was at work. I worked at a salon. I was a hairstylist at the time. And I had my hair half up, half down at work. And they made me take out my little rubber band and my hair was stuck straight up. And I was hysterically crying because I had to take a mugshot. They arrested me for unpaid parking tickets in Asbury Park. Asbury Park coppers, you can go fuck yourself.
Rude.
For that. I was 2
Your sister
seconds
had to
away.
come pick you up, right?
Yep, No. I was 2 seconds away from home. I was right by the Quick Check, right near our old apartment complex. You were at work, but here was the other part. Here was the other millennial issue.
You didn't remember.
I did not remember your phone number. And we were engaged to be wed.
Do you know it now?
So, yeah, by heart.
Don't say it.
You know why? Yeah, everybody calls her too. I knew my sister's phone number by heart.
Yeah, of course.
And
I don't know my brother's number by heart.
You don't even know how old your brother is or what year he was born. Please don't.
80, 81.
My sister came to pick me up. And since she never listens to this podcast, she was mean as fucking hell about it.
The
incomparable. And I'll never forget.
Danny Day.
She was so fucking mean to me about it. I got arrested for something murder. But whatever. We can move on from my arrest now. Mugshot for you. Oh, I never saw my mugshot, though.
You think it was a fake? They set you up?
No, how to find your mugshot. Okay.
So you can post it?
Ooh.
Mugshouties. Shout out.
I wonder. Do you have to, where to find them? Are you on here?
No. I told you already. I don't have a mugshot.
But you've been arrested.
Yeah, a long time ago, but they didn't do a mugshot. They just threw me in a
drunk tank?
I guess. I wasn't even that drunk, but...
I guess we're not going to talk about the deets of your arrest.
No, it was like 0.1 over the legal limit.
Oh, I thought you had a DUI.
Yeah, that's exactly it. But I was on when they did the breathalyzer, I was 0.1 over the legal limit.
But how long did you not drive for?
6 months. But they wrote my license wrong. They put it... I had a Massachusetts...
Why does that happen to you? But, like, bills come to your name incorrectly?
People don't pay attention. That's why. It's a... Yeah, they wrote it down as a Michigan license, but I had a Massachusetts license. They wrote
Very confusing, those two states.
Down wrong. It's probably just bad penmanship.
Are they anywhere near each other?
No.
Okay,
I think everybody knows that. It's a weird
Hey,
question.
let me tell you something. Me and geography, we ain't friends.
No, you guys are pals.
No.
Okay. So...
Circling back here.
Brad Pitt movies. Let's go into that.
Let's. Hottest Brad Pitt movie. Go. The one where you find him the most attractive.
He looks the same in all the movies.
That's crazy because it's mildly true.
What movie... So you named movies you didn't like. What's your favorite Brad Pitt movie?
Oof. That's a...
Ocean's 11? Ocean's 12.
Are you going to say Ocean's 13?
No, because he wasn't in Ocean's 13. That was all the girls.
All right, women, but yeah.
Women, yes. Sorry. No mean to offend. I'm sorry.
Why is everything coming up for him as producer? Like, I don't care what you produce. Let me see your beautiful face. Probably favorite. I immediately want to say Fight Club. He's so
great movie.
Half naked in it.
It's just a good...
Moneyball is he's great in that movie.
Moneyball's awesome, yeah.
I do love it, it's true.
True story.
I'm a sucker for that. Mr. and Mrs. Smith. So hot.
A lot of action.
So hot. Yeah, that's what I want to see. I do have a little thing, Spy Game.
With him and
Robert Redford.
Yeah.
Their father and son. Like, they look like they could really be father and son.
What was the one?
Both so beautiful.
With him and Harrison Ford. The Devil's
Own.
The Devil's Own.
That's the one where he has the Irish accent that's like, can't do it.
Perfect for St. Patty's Day, though.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just car bombing everybody.
So hot in Thelma and Louise, but it's like, that's a quick...
Yeah, he was in and out.
Little baby in there.
It's not like he's the star of the show.
Did you know he was in an episode of Growing Pains? 2 episodes.
No.
As 2 different people, though, oddly enough.
So how do you feel about the movie, Landon?
Movie did.
Yeah. We've been taken over by Hitch and the Trailer Jr. What's your name?
I name Sawyer.
Your name is not Sawyer.
That's your brother's name.
I you Dada.
I am Dada, yeah.
What's my name?
I
What's my name?
Mama.
Mama. And your name is You say Landon. Landon. Thanks for coming on the podcast.
Bye.
Bye. We love you.
Sorry about that. We were infiltrated by some future podcasters, as you could hear.
Lots to say.
Get back to Brad Pitt here.
And all his sexy glory. What is your favorite is?
I guess Fight Club.
Such a good movie.
But, yeah.
But I feel like you're always screaming, what's in the box?
Yeah. 7 is my favorite performance of his. Fight Club is more
You're saying movie, period.
Yes. Favorite movie that he was in. That's it. But him personally, yeah, in 7.
He's a good,
awesome.
I think he's a good, what's the word?
Second banana.
That's not the word I was thinking of, but I think him collaboratively makes sense. He's a good
next to
cast.
George Clooney, next to
We watched
Leo.
that Wolf's movie.
I like that movie.
It was good.
Yeah.
It was like, you know.
It was just good to see the two of them interacting with each
Yeah,
other.
they have good chemistry.
Yeah.
They're like an older
But him and Leo
Matt
and
and Ben kind of situation.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
He was very good in that. That was another good one.
They had a good he's good at being the second fiddle, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which I love. You know, like
Troy, didn't you love that movie?
Troy, listen,
Or you just thought he was so hot in it?
Stop.
Come on.
It got a bad rap.
For what?
Troy, because it was like a bomb.
Was it really?
Yeah. Because they spent a cajillion dollars to make it, and it had 1 million people in it. But
yeah.
I like those types of movies, though.
You do. You have like a thing for men in like very scantily clad.
It has nothing to do with that. I like Roman Empire stuff and like
What is your Roman Empire?
gladiator stuff.
That was a big thing on the socials. What is your Roman Empire?
Spartacus.
I don't think that's what that means.
I don't either. I don't know what it means, but there was a show, Spartacus, on Showtime or Stars, one of them. But it was awesome. It was like Gladiator, but longer. But the guy passed away. He had cancer.
The phrase, what's your Roman Empire, means something a person thinks about often or a niche obsession or interest that holds significant meaning or influence in their life.
Gotcha.
What's your Roman Empire?
Beer.
Okay. I don't know if that's a niche. Also, alcoholism? I mean...
You call it alcoholism, I call it being an enthusiast.
Passion. No, you're a beer fluencer. Follow reasons to chug.
Holla. So, the girl in this movie, the woman, sorry. I know
you're really going for... I wasn't going to again because I felt like I corrected you enough.
Was she in Mission Impossible?
No, I don't think that's who that is. But
No?
I do think...
What else?
Her name is Kerry Condon. She's an Irish actress.
Hey, St. Patty's Day.
She was in the Banshees. She was in, which I loved, the movie with Colin Farrell and Brendan Gleeson.
Yeah.
She was his sister.
Okay. Now, when you say Banshee, I immediately think of the show on...
She was in Captain America.
That was on Cinemax. Did I ever tell you about that show? It had...
the Banshees of Inisherin. I don't know, like, I don't want to...
Yeah.
I hate mispronouncing things. I feel like a moron, so I really would rather just skip a word completely.
I do not do that. I go for it. I constantly mispronounce.
Yeah, you're butchering things. I hate that. Like, I hate that for myself. You know what I mean?
Care? Who cares?
I care.
As someone who's had their last name butchered their whole life.
Oh my gosh. Last night we spent about 10 minutes of everybody going... So, like, if you were going to say it in the French way, would you leave off the L or the R or both? I'm like, I don't know. Listen.
But, getting back to Banshee, was a show on Cinemax with the guy who plays...
Cinemax?
No, it wasn't Skinemax, but it was on later.
You love Skinemax.
Right. And it was this guy who moves to a Pennsylvania town, and... he's fresh out of jail and he pretends to be the sheriff. Like he takes...
Why would he pretend to be a sheriff?
So, on the way to the town, he runs into this guy who's the sheriff of this town. And the guy gets killed in a bar fight or whatever.
Uh-huh.
So he takes his... And then it's like a it's like 1/3 Amish, 1/3 Native American, and then 1/3 just, townspeople.
Pennsylvania.
And it's the guy who plays Homelander.
Get out.
Yeah. It's an awesome show if you like action shows. Mm-hmm. Like, he's every episode, basically, he's just got to beat the shit out of somebody or he's getting the shit beat out of him. But yeah, and it's like it's funny not funny, but like interesting to see into like how they deal with the Amish and stuff like that. As far as law enforcement.
3 years this show went on.
Yeah, I loved it.
Okay.
It was probably what? Let me guess. 2011 to 2014?
Incorrect.
What was it?
2013 to 2016.
We were together and I was watching it.
Wow. You watch TV while we've been together?
Yeah.
That's all we do.
When you were at work. I used to watch it because obviously you didn't watch it with me.
No, never heard of it.
But yeah, I loved that show. It was a good show. It was an interesting concept.
Okay.
But, so that girl, you said she was in Captain America, the new one?
No, I don't. No, I think she was in it was Civil War. She was in.
Okay. Just
She played somebody called Friday. Yeah, I don't know what that means.
Freaky Friday?
No, she was in that Skeleton Crew.
Skeleton Crew. What was that?
That Jedi show. The You didn't watch that
I
one?
didn't watch that one.
Wow, with Jude Law, you didn't watch it?
No.
Whoa.
No, there was too many. I got run down like you did.
She was in Ray Donovan, the movie.
Yeah,
She was in Ray Donovan, the show.
What was she in the show?
Molly Sullivan. She was in Avengers Endgame. She played Friday. I don't know. Again, I don't know who that is, but what?
She was just like,
She was in Spider-Man Homecoming. She played Friday. Yeah. This is Avengers Age of Ultron Friday. Who the fuck is Friday?
she must have been. Google it. Google it. She must have been like one of the bad guys, I guess. Right?
They love to make the Irish bad, huh?
Oh.
Oh, no. Haha. No. Mm-mm. She's the voice of the AI.
Ah, okay.
So I remember, like, Tony
sense.
Stark
Yeah,
after
yeah.
he has...
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, yeah. Apologies. You were not a villain.
Yet. Marvel's still going on.
Listen, you never know who's listening. You never know what's going on, but don't want to get them mixed up. Anywho, back to how hot Brad Pitt is. Go ahead. What were you saying about?
I was not saying that. I
feel
was
like you
saying,
were. Do you think he gets hotter with age?
I don't know.
Do you
Like
think,
okay. Here's the problem with
men
me.
get hotter with age.
Here's the problem with
And
me.
women age like milk. Go ahead.
I feel like everybody still looks the same.
Everybody, everywhere.
No, I'm sure
Okay.
there's some, but movie stars, they look the same. Like, I feel like he looks the same as he did 20 years ago. Like, when he was 42, he looks the same as he does now when he's 62. Because they just keep up on, maintenance. Little maintenance. What do they say on White Lotus? She had a little maintenance. When the three girls are talking to each other. They're, like, making fun of each other. It's like a little something here, a little something there. Nothing major.
Yeah, maintenance. Yeah, that is what people call it.
But
What do you call it? What do you do?
I don't do anything. You know that. I use bar soap.
Lies.
Is that a lie that I use bar soap?
No, you don't do anything.
What do I do? I
don't know.
shave?
You go into some weird pod somewhere and stay the same since I've met you. You know what? The only thing that's different is you lose more eyebrow hair for some reason.
Because I pick it out. Yeah, remember? I used to have a middle brow, too.
I've never seen you with unibrow, so
Yeah.
stop with that.
I did.
I would not get together with somebody with a unibrow.
I bleached it for you.
See? Look,
You were-
that's something.
You were in the next room getting your butthole bleached, and I was...
What in the world?
Isn't that something girls do?
Some. I don't.
Oh, okay. Sure.
You think I have time to get my butthole bleached?
Not anymore. I don't
If
know
I
what
was
you're
going to do
doing.
anything, you think that's the maintenance I would take care of? You're insane.
Of all things to have bleached.
It would not be my asshole. I'll
What
tell
would
you
it
that.
be? What would your number one bleach
My
be?
hair.
You would want it bleached?
Well, I used to bleach. Oh, God. You don't know anything. You were married to me when I was a hairstylist. The fact that you don't know these things.
Not true, because I studied that whole test with you, and I knew a lot of things.
You helped me study for my prometric exam.
That's right. I quizzed you every day.
And I made you Big ZD almost every day.
Not every day. Once a week.
That's a lot of Big ZD.
I love Big ziti.
I could go for a Big ZD.
No, we're having corned beef cabbage.
No, we're having corned beef and Cole Cannon.
Cole Cannon, right. Delicious. I can't wait.
St. Patty's Day.
And this is the St. Patty's Day episode.
My Nana used to do that all the time. That was like her favorite thing to be like. That was her Irish jig song she would do anytime any of us would like start to dance or whatever. She'd did. Yeah, I loved it.
All right, cool.
So who else is in this movie?
I don't know if anybody else is. No.
I want to know who the young guy is because I find him...
Oh, the
Joshua.
other...
Oh, his name is Damson Idris. Is he... No, that doesn't make sense.
You were going to say, is he Idris Elba?
That's... Which... Forgive me.
Well, see, the thing with first names and last names...
Forgive me. He's from Southeast London to Nigerian parents.
Definitely not from America.
Yeah, that's obvious. He's from the UK. I feel like doesn't he have an accent in the movie?
I don't know.
Yeah, he does. And he's playing Joshua Pierce. I'm trying to think if I've seen anything else with him in it.
We watch a lot of British shows. Was he in any?
He was in Black Mirror.
Which episode does it say?
No, he was Jaden. Oh, maybe that could be
that's the one that's
upcoming.
coming.
No, 2019 it says.
Huh. I'm trying to think. New Black Mirror comes out on April 10th, though. I'm so pumped.
I don't see any.
Well,
I think he was...
It's smart of them to get somebody, like, new, because...
He was the lead in a show, Snowfall, on...
FX, right?
Yeah. Look at the early days of the crack cocaine epidemic in Los Angeles during the beginning of the 1980s. Oh. Okay, so who was he in that?
I don't know.
The cop?
I don't remember much of it because there was too much. I think there was too much going on at the time that I had other stuff to watch or whatever. It was good. I remember it being on FX. They wanted it to be kind of like The Wire.
He was in a Liam Neeson movie, The Commuter.
Liam Neeson just makes movies about him going on things and having to get out
of situations. Cars, trains, airplanes, buses. Yeah. That's like... He wants to be... I feel like I remember this movie and I wanted to see it for some reason. I feel like I always get dragged into wanting to see his movies.
Yeah.
This is the...
You're like, Liam Neeson on a train? Sign me up.
An insurance salesman / ex-cop, because always cops are always going into...
He needs to have a specific set of skills. That's why.
Is caught up in a life-threatening conspiracy during his daily commute home. So it's like he met somebody I can't stand. Vera...
The
Farmiga.
Yeah, she was in The Departed, right?
I hated her in The Departed. Her accent was annoying. She's good. She always drives me nuts. I don't like her.
With Patrick
Wilson. Yeah, I can't. She doesn't.
What was that other movie we were just talking about? That was Patrick. Oh, Cape Fear. Literally, that was 20 minutes ago.
That's why I remembered his last name. I would not remember his last name otherwise.
They were the.
He's like the acting and I feel like equivalent of like sour cream.
No, I've heard.
Actually, no. I'm sorry. I love sour cream and I put sour cream on everything. He's cottage cheese. He's like bland and like you just gotta throw him in stuff.
I've heard this. I didn't make this up, but people say he's the male equivalent of a scream queen. He's in all horror movies. Like every one of his movies are like horror movies.
Yeah, I just feel like he's like, whatever. Like he's there. He's wallpaper, you know.
He's good in the horror movies because he's good at playing like the
dumb husband.
No, he's not the dumb husband. He's like the scientist trying to figure out how this entity is.
You're talking about like a very specific row of.
Well, they were all together. Those movies. They were all like Annabelle, the Nun. They were all together. They were all in the same universe. You know, it was like a Marvel type movie run, and he was in all of them. He was like the spiritual guy or the scientist. I don't know. Anywho. No, what I wanted to ask you was, what's your favorite race car movie? Talladega Nights 1?
Is there a Talladega Nights 2?
No, I'm saying, is that number 1 on your list?
I was like, did I miss her? That's a...
Because...
I did really like Ford vs. Ferrari. I also really liked, The Art of Racing in the Rain, which was a book. that Milo Ventimiglia made the movie.
How long ago was that?
A couple of years ago. Kevin Costner was the voice of the dog. That was like the whole...
There was a dog that talked?
That was like kind
That's
of...
called Airbud 7.
Okay, no.
Race car driver.
No. So, okay. So remember a couple of years ago, it was like, I don't want to say all the rage, but like there was a lot of like narrating dog movies.
Dog's Purpose.
And then there was a lot of issues with them.
Yeah.
It was like, so I feel like that's what happened is like there was The Art of Racing in the Rain.
It was a race car movie with a dog?
Race car. Yep, it was Formula One.
Ooh,
Through his bond.
See, they're trying to push this Formula One
Through
on
his
us.
bond with his owner, aspiring Formula One race car driver Denny, Golden Retriever Enzo learns that the techniques needed on the racetrack can also be used to successfully navigate the journey of life.
Sounds terrible.
It wasn't. I cried hysterically.
Of course you did.
Yeah, I love Milo Ventimiglia. Like, oof, he's another one.
Anything they take a book and turn it into a movie, you cry at. All of Nicholas
I do
Sparks.
because I love, but I read constantly.
Yeah,
so I love, there's something about a book that the way it's written is 9 times out of 10 just better than a movie.
Yeah.
But when they take a book and they make it into the movie, I feel like sometimes it works out better than...
I'm gonna blow your mind. What's your number one
Here we go.
racing movie that you didn't even think of?
Go ahead.
Days of Thunder. Tom Cruise.
Yeah, that's not one of my favorites, though. I know.
You take Talladega Nights over Days of Thunder?
Oh, 100%. Talladega Nights is just one of my favorite movies.
Classic.
Like, it's so good. I'm trying to think of the other one.
Iron Man 2 count as a...
No, I don't think, because it's just part of the... Let's see what racing movies.
Smokey and the Bandit.
Is that a racing movie? Is that like a truck driver movie?
Kind of, yeah. Oh, no. Cannonball Run?
Rush was the one with Chris Hemsworth.
I didn't watch that.
I liked that one.
Is Cannonball Run a race car movie?
This guy.
Look it up.
Daniel Bruhl. I like him a lot.
Brule Jarul.
And that was a true story one.
Cannonball Run?
No. Can you?
Rush.
That
Yes.
was, and I thought that was a good movie.
I remember.
Cars. How do you feel about Cars?
Ka-chow.
Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift.
That's one of the only ones I watched, actually, of the Fast and Furious franchise.
Driven. Do you know who was in that one?
I remember.
Oh God, this is not good. It got 14% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Oof.
4.6 out of 10 on IMDb. And who was the star? Say it with me now.
Kevin James.
Sylvester Stallone.
Ah, okay. Yeah. No, wasn't he the coach? Or...
Kevin James.
Oh.
Gran Turismo. That one just recently came out.
Yeah, that was about the kid who played video games.
Yeah. That's a true story. Maybe that's what you got confused with.
Maybe.
Orlando Bloom, David Harbour, Archie, video game kid. I don't know. Days of Thunder is obviously on here. Speed Racer.
That was a cartoon, though, no?
They made it into a real...
Did they?
Film. Yeah, in 2008, Emil Hirsch was Speed Racer.
Okay, yeah. I remember that kid.
You should, because he did your favorite.
Yep.
Your girl.
The girl next door.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Last American Hero in 1973. Le Mans in 71. Need for Speed in 2014. That's got your boy Aaron Paul in it.
Yeah.
Too Fast, Too Furious. Turbo. That was the one with the snail.
That was a race car movie?
Yeah, it was a cartoon, but...
Huh.
Death Race. Jason Statham.
Yes.
Grand Prix. Sorry. Trading Paint. John Travolta. Michael Madsen. Shania Twain. Everybody you want to see in a racing movie.
Well, we're watching that as soon as we're done with the podcast.
A legendary stock car racer is drawn back to the dirt track when his son, an aspiring driver, joins a rival racing team.
Ooh.
Okay, so this is the thing. So they
Kinda
have
sounds
stock car racing.
That's NASCAR.
That's
NASCAR.
But why does it say it's on dirt?
I've seen some of those. There's a track on my route, Lernersville Raceway, and it's a track that's all dirt. And they drift a little bit as they go around. I've been to one before, and there's just dust.
Where?
In Virginia.
What?
I knew somebody that raced in one, and it was the dustiest thing I've ever been to. I was sitting in the back of a pickup truck drinking beer, and it was just dust coming in your face constantly.
That's really weird.
Yeah. No Cannonball Run. I'm pretty sure that was a race car movie.
It doesn't. I'm on it, and I'm not getting low. I feel like then it's starting
Logan's
to go
Run?
into like Logan Lucky. Then it's starting to get into like
Just people driving cars.
yeah,
Like
kind
Baby
of
Driver.
Baby Driver. Yep.
Yeah.
Ferrari's on here. Fast and Furious 6, Death Race 3, just in case you weren't. Death Race free.
Death Race on the Moon.
Yeah, like Eat My Dust,
That
1976,
sounds
Ron
like
Howard,
my kind of
who's
movie.
wearing a Confederate hat.
Well, they probably scrapped that from the record books there. Like they did to Dukes of Hazzard.
Herbie Fully Loaded.
There you go. Herbie Hancock.
Winning the Racing Life of Paul Newman documentary. Did you know he raced cars?
Yes.
I didn't.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, it's like Fireball 500, 1966. Frankie Avalon, Annette Funicello. Oh, my mom used to love those too.
Oy vey.
I mean, yeah, that seems like that's kind of the Greased Lightning, 1977, Richard Pryor.
There you go.
A dramatization of the life of NASCAR racing.
It wasn't even a funny movie with Richard Pryor?
And Wendell Scott. Scott struggled to overcome racism and follow his dream of becoming a champion is seen beginning at the end of World War II since 1979.
Yikes.
I think you should watch that one.
Not gonna.
I said you.
Yeah, and I said I'm never gonna.
I know. Yeah. That's that, you know? Racing movies. I don't think it's for us.
No. They didn't have any go-kart races in there.
Go-kart? Like in the end of, oh my gosh.
Little Rascals?
Thank you.
Yeah, exactly. That should count. If they're gonna count like Baby Driver, they should count the Little Rascals.
Love the Little Rascals.
I know you do. You wish our kids were in the Little Rascals.
Yeah, I don't want them in the He-Man Woodman Hater Club. Also, our Austin is alfalfa.
Oh yeah,
He's 100%.
for sure. He'd rat on those boys.
Not only that, but
Quickly.
he's in love all the time. Like,
Yeah.
he loves love. Dear Darla, you make me vomit. You're the scum between my toes.
Yikes.
So good. Meanwhile, he's really writing her a love poem.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Me and my sister used to recite that all the time. She looked like Darla when she was little.
When are we getting your sister on the pod? I interviewed her on TikTok Live for.
I know you
Reasons
brought
to
up
Chug.
all of her IMDb credits.
Yep, she's a star.
I don't know. I guess she'd have to listen to a podcast in order for her to.
Danny D, if you're out there listening, which we know you're not, come on the pod. We'd love to have you. In studio only, though.
Yeah, we don't do any of those over the phone interviews.
All right. Well, so I don't know how much we didn't actually talk about the trailer that much. Basically,
It's a racing movie.
yeah, and Brad Pitt's gonna win in the end, don't you think? Do you think
No!
you think he's gonna win, or is he gonna let the other guy win? Because their whole thing is
Well,
like,
but isn't-
well, you've never won either.
Well,
Like,
isn't the whole thing that they're a team? So don't they both win?
yeah, but okay.
All right, again,
We're going back
Formula
to the
One.
end.
We don't understand Formula One.
Well, NASCAR has teams too.
They do?
Yes. In the end, it could be the two of them racing to win. One would come in first, one would come in second.
But isn't that good for the team?
It's great for the team, but one of them still wants to win and be the champion.
Well, they both still want to win? Wouldn't anybody racing want to win?
Yes, but I'm saying it's not like one guy on the team is going to be like, okay, let me hit the brakes here.
They don't do that in real life? That's just in movies?
So, who do you think's going to win in the end? The new guy or Brad Pitt?
It's the new guy, because I think the movie...
The point of the movie is that it's like he has to learn from Brad Pitt and then eventually...
Or does Brad Pitt have to learn from him?
Whoa.
Wow. Old versus new.
Ooh.
It's the same shit all the time. The formula is the formula. So you think Brad Pitt's going to win?
No, I didn't say that.
You did!
I'm asking you what you think.
I think the young guy's going to win.
Yeah, I think he is too. So...
Just stop copying me.
Stop copying me. Who... Okay. So thus then, you have Brad Pitt.
Thus then?
Yeah, Brad Pitt, who you love.
You're such a linguist.
You have a story of, a great comeback, because this guy obviously is not winning, and Brad Pitt's got to teach him to win. Is that something you would hitch your trailer to?
Yeah, I think I would hitch my trailer to it.
Yeah.
I want to, yeah. They also show Brad Pitt without a shirt on for a couple of
Jesus
minutes.
Christ.
I'm just, listen,
Yeah.
for the lady listeners.
Whoever is listening out there that makes trailers, all you got to do is get a good-looking guy to take their shirt off and the girls
Or a
will
funny
watch.
guy. I'll take a funny guy with no shirt on. No.
Like a Burt
Good
Kreischer?
looking, no. Good looking guy, no shirt on. Funny guy, pants off. Give me that in a trailer.
Just a dong hanging out
Jack
there.
Black, no pants, I'll take it.
Great.
Are you hitching your trailer?
Oh, man. It's Brad Pitt.
See?
I'm gonna watch
Brad Pitt shirtless works for you too.
Well, it's
shirt on, shirt off.
Brad Pitt and a sports movie. It's basically a sports movie.
Do you consider racing movies sports movies?
Yes, because I consider movies...
Do you consider race car drivers athletes?
Yeah.
Why?
Because they have to train to endure that type of, speed.
So does Joey Chestnuts has to train his body?
I didn't say Joey Chestnut wasn't an athlete.
You think he's an athlete?
Well, hell yeah.
Sucking down hot dogs makes you an athlete?
He doesn't just do hot dogs. He does a lot of other things, too. That man trains harder than most.
So anybody who has
It's a competition.
Anybody who has to train for something.
To compete.
Hobby horse riding.
Is that a real life sport?
Yeah, the girls
horse.
The girls who ride around on fake horses, they're horse girls, and they do little obstacle courses.
Can I bet on it?
Is that what makes somebody an athlete? If you can bet and gamble on them, they're an athlete?
I think so. Yes.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
I think that's it. Yeah, you can bet on the hot dog eating contest.
I knew that's where you were going with that.
Yeah. If I can bet on the hobby horses, I'm all
in.
in.
They're athletes.
I'm like, Jane Wilson of North Dakota is the best hobby horser in the land. I got her at minus 195 tonight.
I'm going to show you a video of these girls
I'm betting
doing obstacle courses in a gymnasium somewhere. That's not a joke.
Oh my God. I would love to see my friend Aquino have to do that. I would tell you when he was going for his master's to be a physical education.
He has his master's?
Oh, yeah. Wow. He had to do a whole, gymnastics routine, and it was recorded, and we watched it, and it was the best thing I've ever seen in my life, and I love it. And I wish I had it on my phone. I would watch it all day, every day, just to keep me happy. But the fact that
no wonder they were why he's so angry.
Listen, in gym, you guys need to start teaching hobby horsing, and this is how you do it. And he had, oh my gosh, I would lose my mind if
he should have to do it.
Yeah. All right. Well,
we've done it. You're hitching your trailer.
Yeah.
I'm hitching my trailer.
Brad Pitt
we both want to see Brad Pitt with no shirt
on.
Oh,
the only other thing I was going to say is every sports movie, it's they need to have some conflict in the middle, and then in the end, the good
guy. That's every movie, sports or no sports.
No, it's not every movie.
Yes, it is. That is the formula.
The good guy doesn't always win in the end in every movie.
No, but there's some sort of conflict.
Yeah, but you didn't let me finish my sentence. I'm and then in the end, they come back to win, basically, and that's what's going to happen in this movie, where that guy.
Okay, for the most part, that's most movies.
It almost seems like this is the plot of Cars 2. where he gets too big for his britches, this guy, and then in the end he has to relearn about the old ways.
So he's Lightning McQueen. Isn't that the first one?
No, it's the second one, isn't it?
No, it's
No,
the
it's the
first
first one? No, no, you get it mixed up. There's a lot of cars.
There's a lot of cars.
So, alright.
That's the third time you said alright. Everybody's already turned off.
Well, if you stay for this bonus section.
The bonus features.
You got anything to plug?
No.
Just your fantastic sourdough bread and the,
Just myself.
plug yourself. Hashtag on the loan.
Me.
Hashtag me. Alright. Well, you can go follow me on Instagram. I'm Reasons to Chug. TikTok, same. You can follow the Hitchin' the Trailer podcast on
Vote on our polls.
like our stuff, follow, and everybody, stay hitchin'. Thanks.